Just figure out how to give a holler here real quick. Still trying to figure out how to use this goddamn thing. Alright, just got into an argument with another friend of mine this morning. He obviously wants to head out to Oregon. I understand that completely. I wouldn't mind doing it myself. I've been following the Bundys since their first standoff, since their dad's first standoff in the 90s against the government. You know, back then we gave a shit. You know, we had Ruby Ridge, we had all kinds of shit going on. Let me tell you this. Bundy wasn't stupid. If it was going to be that easy, they would have started off with violence, not some peaceful sit-in at a freaking wildlife reserve. Bundy, they knew what they were doing, and if you run out there and you even get started in on this shit, this is exactly what's going to happen, I'll tell you. We're going to get fucking ambushed. We're going to get slaughtered. Those of us that live are going to be locked the fuck up. And then they're going to know that they're going to... Why do you think the feds waited so long to go out there and get those guys out of that refuge? Because they were waiting for the call to go out and for Ritzheimer's guys to show up and all the rest of us to show up. And they're just going to come in and get the whole big bulk of us in one big fucking shot. And that's exactly what they were going to do. Listen, these people, the way they play their game, is they're both the good guy and the bad guy in every fucking every confrontation. Almost everyone throughout history at this point for the last 300 years almost. Guaranteed. That's documented, aside from what you may be able to research further back. Okay? They have our military, our police, and the majority of the world's military at their beck and hand. They'll do whatever they want, whenever they want it. What the hell do you think is going to happen every time somebody goes fucking flying off the handle? Their plan, not only do they want us to react violently, they require it. They need it. The longer we delay taking action against them, the longer it takes their plan to play out. And then the more desperate they become, and they have to do some stupid false flag shit because they can't blame us for their crackdown in security. This is how the game is played. Now, if anybody's out there is really serious about wanting to do something, so go burn down a fucking courthouse or go run off to your fucking slaughter, we don't need martyrs, we need warriors. Just that simple. You really want to get down to business? We need to get down to business. We know they're going to shut the internet off, or at least cut us off of it from somehow. It currently is our only way of communication. We need to get organized. We need to know who we have where and what assets are available to us. We need to get some sort of supplies set up. So, we need to get civilian ammunition only lasts 2 years. There's no fucking way we're going to be able to maintain any kind of a resistance movement with ammo that only lasts 2 years. There's a whole lot of stuff that has to be done. We need to get a whole lot of stuff done, and all anybody's doing is bitching online and pissing and fucking moaning. I swear to God, the internet's probably, even though it's our greatest asset, it's theirs too. Because everybody's out there pissing and moaning about shit and getting pissed off instead of getting organized. We should have done exchange numbers. We should have all had a different way of communicating. Some of us should have met up. We should have a little chain of command going on around the country. We should know who knows who can get us fucking guns and fucking rounds from out of the fucking country so that we got something that's lasts and that we can use. Who knows, certain farmers or anything like that so we can keep people fed and, an army fed. You can't do a little history. If you don't want to read Sun Tzu, even though Sun Tzu's only 13 little chapters. Real easy read, a whole lot of great information. If you don't want to read Sun Tzu, why don't you go ahead and do a little history? You are not marching an army and you ain't fighting for long if you ain't got the food to fucking feed these people, man. We have nothing organized right now, and everybody wants to rush off and go to battle. What are we going to do? We're all just going to grab whatever we have around the house, our little 12 gauges, 22s, and 9 millimeters, and we're just going to go run after motherfuckers with tanks and fucking drones and bombs, and we're going to give them the excuse they need to come into our neighborhoods and hurt our fucking families and friends. That's exactly what they're waiting for. They need it. The more we wait, the harder it is for them to fucking progress with their fucking plan. This is why I don't condone doing shit right off rip right now. End of discussion. People need to think. You want to get organized? You want to get something done? Come talk to me. You want to fucking run your mouth and bitch and piss and moan about what's going on and think, well, you're just going to run out there with your fucking couple of guns and a couple of rounds and you're going to save the fucking world? You're not. You're going to be a martyr, and then you're not going to be any fucking help to us when the fucking shit really starts, because it's going to happen no matter what. It's just a matter of when right now. It's gonna happen. Now you can either stick it out and be smart and try and get this country back and bring freedom back to this country, or you can fucking act like a fucking badass, tough fucking guy and run off and get yourself killed and be of no good to anybody. No good to anybody except them, because you gave them an excuse and a reason to come after us and our families and everything else. You'll have us on the run and hiding and dying and been locked up in camps before we even have a chance to really get everybody moving. Majority of the country's still asleep. They're starting to wake up, but do you take the amount of people that are woke up, and then how many are actually prepared to do something, actually have shit going on, is even less. So before everybody gets so gung-ho, I don't even know if this is going to come out straight or not. Before everybody gets so gung-ho, why don't y'all get a little organized? Why don't you start thinking a little bit? Start being smart. If Bundy wanted fucking everybody dead and wanted to screw us, he would have went out there and started shooting. And he didn't, because he was fucking smart. He knew that he knew that's what they needed. That's why he did the sit-in. That's why he did it peaceful. He knew that they needed us to act crazy and violent and fucking out of control. That's what they needed. Bundy didn't give it to them. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Try and get organized. Even at home, get your own supplies. Get your shit ready, because it's probably coming here real damn soon. All right. On the grind and off the grid. Peace, y'all.